your journey. Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Welcome to the home of hard truths and bold insights, Radio Generation.
Welcome back. It is now 6 minutes past 9 o'clock. How are you doing? I hope wherever you are doing fantastically well. City, there are a lot of comments coming through on YouTube as far as governance is concerned and what we were talking about in the earlier hour. Here, hizi nitakupatia usome baadaye. Right now, let's focus on a different conversation. We are in studio with the regional general manager and managing director of Atlas Copco East Africa Limited. That is none other than Raphael Kiandiko. Today, we want to talk about driving sustainability and energy efficiency in industrial operations. Mr. Raphael, karibu tena sana to Radio Generation. We are glad that you could join us today.
Thank you so much.
Let's talk about Atlas Copco for a minute so that people can understand what you're all about. I know I see your logos everywhere. Mm-hmm. In buildings I walk into, I see your generators stamped there. But what is Atlas Copco all about?
Yeah, Atlas Copco is an industrial company.
Mm-hmm.
Started in 1873, incorporated in 1873 in Belgium. In Sweden, Sweden.
Wow.
It's a Swedish company. It's a global company.
Mm-hmm.
And in Kenya, we were incorporated in 1936. So we're about 1936 in Kenya.
Wow.
So we've been quietly
and
in the
I was
market.
thinking I'm old.
You thought you were old?
Yes.
Wow, that's an amazing heritage.
Yeah, so we're in the industrial services business, and I think we'll have time to talk a little bit more about it.
Right.
Not very much known in the public, but we are behind the scenes doing stuff for the economy, for the companies, for the industries. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Quite interesting about, especially about that 19th century one and the 20th century one. That just like City, I have been blown up because there are companies you see and there are logos you see out here, and they people talk about them over and over and over, and you can understand them from a different time. But for Atlas, that one has completely caught me off guard, and I am glad, and it makes me actually more interested to find out about Atlas Copco, which I am sure we will as we continue with our conversation. But let's talk about energy efficiency. This is something that has been spoken about for a while now. We've had conferences to see how we can maintain high productivity, but use less energy, which of course translates to efficiency. How is Atlas Copco coming in that conversation?
Well, we've been in this conversation for many years in Kenya. It's a very important aspect because we have to protect the environment, we have to protect the planet, the people, and we have to make some money. So we have to do business in a way that protects the environment, but also brings in some profits.
Right.
And there is the challenge. But it's a big area on sustainability, energy efficiency in the industry. I want to introduce maybe a bit of products.
Sure.
This can give you an idea of probably what we mean when we talk about energy efficiency.
Go right ahead.
We deal in products that we call compressors. We work with this air. This air is a source of energy, actually.
The one we're breathing in right now.
Yeah, it's a source of energy.
Yes.
Is the industry is called is regarded as a fourth utility after electricity, gas, and water. So the industry, the factories, use air, to drive equipment.
Yes.
And is a big component of industry. Now, to generate this air, compressed air, we call it, requires a lot of energy, and that's where we come in. So we innovate around that to cut in the energy and the footprint consumed by our machines. And of course we have figures and numbers to demonstrate this.
Right.
But very critical that we innovate to cut on the energy consumption for equipment. And for those familiar with the compressed air, we've innovated around products that cut energy consumption by 50%, by 60%. Yeah, and we've been on this journey. compressors, for example.
So you're making compressors for machinery, to be specific, right?
Yeah, it's a difficult business to explain to people who are not in the industry. But okay, let me say we are in all industries.
Yes.
Everything you see here, has been compressed has been used to create it.
Wow.
Whether it's computers, phones, semiconductor industry, at the factory, at the production level, they use compressed air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The car you've driven in today, we can talk about first the tire inflation, but the assembly, assembling.
Yes.
We are behind the scenes supporting those kind of production. So it's a big industry, compressed air. It finds application in every segment.
Yeah.
In food and beverage, the water we are sipping, compressed air used to produce.
Okay.
So the question I need to ask is there anything we don't use compressed air in creating?
And it's really almost it's like asking whether there is anything. You don't use power to create.
When you go to the garage sometimes and then they need to replace your tire or do whatever, then there's that machine they connect to the bolt.
Yes,
and then
correct.
it nuts it and bolts it.
Yeah.
I found out recently, recently maybe in the last 3 or 4 years, that it actually uses air.
Compressed.
To unbolt and bolt.
Yeah.
I immediately got there's a motor in there. Of course there's a motor, but I thought it was an electric motor that inafungua, until I actually saw him connected to an air outlet, and then I saw that thing happening. What just happened there? And he explained, and I was like, interesting.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed, you got it. That is one of the segments where we call it industrial tools.
Right.
Assembly of aircrafts, assembly of vehicles. Any assembly, you need to use tools, pneumatic tools, sometimes pneumatic air driven. We call them air driven.
Right.
Tools. It's a big sector. It's a big segment. So you don't
like shock absorbers that you're told are pneumatic.
Yes.
Ah,
They use compressed air.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why the car is has that hydraulic feel.
Yeah.
It's bouncy.
When you give life to some of these things and you look at examples, suddenly you realize these are things you've actually come across, but you didn't know that is what it was.
You interact with them all the time.
Yes,
all the time.
yes.
Right.
Including today. So basically, we put the air together, we squeeze it together, we store it, and we deliver it. And this, of course, creates once you compress it, a bit of engineering there on air and gases.
Yes.
And once you deliver it, and you clean it and you dry it and you then it becomes a source of energy. And
it is one of the most abundant substances on earth. I mean, it's literally air.
Yeah.
And you're getting it. It's everywhere. There's no way of putting it. It's literally everywhere.
Yeah.
We also use compressors in our fridges, and our AC in the vehicles and so on and so forth. Yeah. So I mean, clearly now people understand. They have at least a picture.
Indeed.
There must be a lot of research and development going into Atlas Copco. Yeah.
Indeed, yeah, we spend a lot in innovation, research and development to develop products that help us move society forward.
Yeah.
I want to come back a bit to medical gases.
Sure.
From this air, we generate oxygen, for example.
Yeah.
So today, right now, we have our machines and equipment supporting life in hospitals. So from air we make oxygen, we make nitrogen, or we get nitrogen from the air. Nitrogen is used in packaging, for foodstuffs in the food sector.
Yes.
It's used for drilling, for drilling for water, for drilling for oil, for geothermal drilling in in Kenya here.
Right.
What do you call the
where we are actually extracting a lot of our energy and electricity generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compressed air is used to do that, to generate, to develop the wells.
Yes.
So it finds application in so many places, in the hospitals, in the industries, in pharmaceuticals, in carpentry, for example. When you are joining stuff.
Yes.
you need compressed air.
I remember one of the biggest conversations, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, was on the issue of ventilators, oxygen in our hospitals and so on and so forth. How did Atlas come in to probably help that situation? Now that you've mentioned that in the health sector, you are in the medical field, you are very heavily invested in. How did you play out in that particular part?
Yeah, our portfolio that is not really aligned to breathing air as such.
Okay.
We're in the hospitals mainly providing oxygen, usually behind the scenes. You find these equipment are in the basement, so we are not in that that segment.
All right. Okay.
They're not in that segment.
I was actually
if you look at their portfolio and you look at the solution-oriented work that they do, Raphael is making it sound like they're just behind the scenes. Actually, if you hear of back end or you hear of an operating system, you never see the operating system.
Yes.
What you see is the equipment working.
Indeed.
And that's what they do.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
They are behind very many things that you take for granted and you deal with on a daily basis, and you never quite see them. But in the absence of the work that they do, that particular solution-oriented appliance would not actually exist, and it would not be able to do what you see it doing. Yes.
Indeed, exactly. Like textiles, for example.
Yes.
The clothes we're wearing, we are behind the scenes because compressed air, drives the looms, the weaving machines. So in production, textile production, you need compressed air. So we are behind that. You talked about vehicle assembly.
Yes.
And globally, because we are a global company, actually we say that our statistics show that 2 out of every 3 vehicles that you're driven in have been assembled using our technologies.
Oh, really?
Technology. So 2 of us here drove in. Atlas Copco has been behind that.
One of our vehicles.
Yeah.
Two of those vehicles.
2 out of 3 globally. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Indeed.
When you hear of industrial gases, when you hear of vacuum pumps systems, that it's like the list is almost endless, because these are things that we use at home. These are things that are used in industry. These are things that are used in the service industry. These are things that are used in hospitals.
Yeah.
You don't, as I said, see them, but in the absence of that back-end service that is provided, all these things would actually not be there, neither would they work. Yes.
Indeed. And we support quite a lot of industry in Kenya and in the region. So a lot of things we are using today in Nairobi here today. Atlas Copco has been involved in manufacturing them.
In the region, you're present in how many countries?
We are present in 15 or so countries.
All right.
It starts from Sudan, Khartoum.
Right.
Southern Sudan, that region, Ethiopia, the Eastern Africa, Somaliland, Tanzania, Uganda, all these countries down to Indian Ocean islands, Seychelles, Madagascar, Mauritius, DRC, and Zambia. Nairobi is the regional
hub, the headquarters
for this operation.
And that means that then you must have a very large staff base in terms of the people that work for Atlas Copco.
On the contrary, not so many.
Really?
But we work with partners. We work with partners. We leverage technology.
Okay.
Like today, we have engineers around in many places in the region. Working from their cars.
Yes.
We are able to monitor our equipment. Again, I hope we'll talk about that connectivity of equipment.
Yes.
So we can be able to see our equipment wherever they are, and so that helps to manage the bigger region more efficiently. But we have quite a number of engineers working with us, medical engineers.
Actually, let's talk about how you're leveraging on this technology to ensure that there's this connectivity and, of course, to enhance again productivity. Connectivity
and sustainability. They merge together because, for example, all our equipment they are connected. Not all, many of them, and we are driving to connect. Call it Industry 4.0 to connect all the equipment so that you can relate with them remotely. For example, in DRC, let me give an example. In DRC, we could be having an equipment running there, very critical equipment, say an hospital support equipment.
Oh yeah, that's very critical.
Very critical. So you are able to do predictive support before things happen. You have all the algorithms, you have all the data transmitted to you, and so you can do predictive sort of support,
yes,
or maintenance, and that means things you take care of things before they happen. And now that brings in the sustainability. You don't have to climb on a plane to go there, spend time.
So you're saving on fuel.
You are saving big time on energy.
Yes.
On energy, on carbon footprint. So there is that convergence between connectivity and sustainability. So I hope I've answered your question about
technology and how you're leveraging it. Yeah.
And of course we are able to reach our people. We are able to get into machines remotely and have remote teams discussing solutions. And so technology is a big enabler to help us manage such kind of region. Daunting, but manageable.
Can you tell us a little bit about this program that you've had, Water for All?
Yeah.
The one which has traversed more than 50 countries.
Indeed, yes. Yes. Well, this is a global project, initially actually started by Atlas Copco employees,
yes,
but now it has evolved. We have other firms that have joined. We contribute some money every other time to help communities
as employees
access clean water.
Okay.
And the company doubles what we've contributed globally. And we provide water to deserving communities. We've done quite a number of water for in Kenya, in Migori, for example. Eden Gumbesi is one project we did in Kitui in Uganda. So we put these monies together and help develop boreholes or provide water for these communities, needy communities. So that is water for all. Very, very well received, because some of these communities are really, really deserving.
One of the things about CSR is the standard measure is the impact. A problem that has persisted in this country from the time of independence, even before it, has been clean water. Not water. We have plenty of water.
Clean
water.
Yes, clean, hygienic water that you can actually use. Now, so when a water solution is actually found, the ripple effect is actually profound, because apart from simply eliminating very many diseases that would otherwise have been found in water which was not clean, you then enable people to actually work towards being, should we say, agriculturally independent, meaning food secure. So you provide water, but the ripple effect is actually quite profound.
Indeed, even education in some of these communities, students, pupils walk long distances to access water.
Oh, they do?
Yes. In some of these very deserving communities. So once you provide a community borehole, so it saves time for the children, for the mothers. So the ripple effect, the benefit is really quite big.
Okay.
See, the time that you'd have spent in looking for that water is now spent doing something else.
Doing something more
that would also be beneficial to you.
More beneficial. Indeed.
In terms of the expanding market within the region and perhaps even beyond, what are some of the strategies that Atlas Copco is employing to ensure that you maintain yourselves as the leaders that you are in the industry?
Of course, we want to cover the globe, innovate around sustainability, and provide solutions that help society across the globe. In our region, there are gaps. We continue to expand. Right, we have one office here in Nairobi, Atlas Copco office, and one in Zambia. We'd like to cover more countries more effectively. So to the extent that we find there's a business case to locate an office in our region, we do that. And so this is always an ongoing discussion. Where do we set up next? So that we can combine or mix direct, we say remote, but also physical presence, because face to face also, closer to the clients, also has its own benefits. So we have plans to expand in the region in terms of our presence. We have plans, for example, in Kenya, there are regions we've not covered very well, like Northeastern. We are looking for partners to help us,
Why is Northeastern? And I know this probably is a question I would ask every other business person.
Yeah.
But region seems to be either forgotten, neglected, as much as now we have devolution and we have a lot of development happening in those areas. But we are in 2025 and they're still having this challenge. Why so?
Well, okay. Let me talk about from the technical and business perspective for us, not the political. Is the area of is accessibility actually. It's accessibility, could be security. It could also be the size of the business potential in that region. Because we want to do it also sustainably and profitably. But we are seeing we have I didn't mention all the products that we do. If you allow me,
please.
We have
enough time.
Generators, for example. Generators. We know the north, for example, not only the north. We know they are not fully,
connected to the
grid. So we provide, generators, and we go beyond. Actually, not generators. We call them microgrids. We can use technology to combine your generator with your wind power mill, with your electricity, with your other sources of power, and with solar. So we have solutions in these areas. So we use technology and knowledge. We can bundle together these technologies and give you a microgrid. And I think this is really for Northeastern, for example, this is really a required power. Is really a required service, because power drives development. So Northeastern, our footprint is not very big. We still have equipment there. Other countries like Djibouti, Eritrea, Somali, we are looking for partners also to grow into those regions. So if I answered you, we are moving out of Nairobi with physical presence, with partners, because we cannot do it alone. We possibly efficiently cannot do it alone. Have a big organization that takes care of these all these markets, geographical markets.
What I'm actually hearing is opportunity here. With every one of those sentences that you've just given us, I'm hearing opportunities. You're looking for partners, and you'd like to connect with people in Djibouti, or even people here who are able to provide those services in Djibouti.
Indeed.
So for a potential partner, able to ambie, who is this?
Paul, from the tone of your voice, this man is talking to you more politely than I've heard him talking to anybody. Why did you say, Raphael, I have this company?
Some of the potential partners, tell us, what kind of partner are you looking for? Someone who's got what?
Usually most challenges finding potential partners in our region is the technical aspect. So you've said we are very technical company. Our products are technical. Sometimes maybe they don't move so fast because they are mainly project based. So to find partners who want to invest in engineers and train them is usually a challenge. Although we step in and support. So we look for a partner who is willing to invest in people.
In the human resource. Mainly we work a lot with engineers. Of course, there's a financial aspect. They should be able to procure and all that. We look at also compliance is a big issue globally now. Where do you sell your products? What clients? What are you exporting to other countries? That is a big area. But we're looking for people who are hungry for business, basically, and they really want to develop their business and grow with us. One of our core values is commitment. Actually, we've been here since 1936, and once we get good partners, it's almost for life. If we align, if we align, we
actually it is something that is unique in this sense. If you find partners and they are local, first of all, you benefit from the knowledge they have, which you might not necessarily have, because they're local. But secondly, they are easy to identify with the locals. So when it's like they're gatekeepers. So when you work with them, you immediately start taking advantage of whatever goodwill they have. Now, which brings me to my question. There are two aspects of your work that I found uniquely interesting.
Thank you.
One is the portable equipment and the rentals. What's the thinking behind this?
Portable equipment, if you allow me, I'll mention a little bit.
We have time.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, we have time. Okay. Construction, for example, when you are building roads, you need compressed air, you need to drill, you need that equipment, portable equipment. In pumping, in dewatering, we call it. And we're talking about massive movement of water. We're not talking about the small pump at home. We look at dewatering for mines. Migori here, there's been a lot of accidents because a lot of water has gone into the mines. You need to evacuate
that water,
millions of liters of water. So we're in that space.
Okay.
We are able to do that.
Water from quarries, maybe?
Quarries, or, mines, cities. When Nairobi floods, we have pumps that can do millions of, liters of water in a very short period of time. So we are also into emergency services in that sense.
Yes.
In that sense. Or broken dams where you need to, support with mechanical equipment. So I'm coming to your point about rental. Rental has not peaked a lot in our country, in our region. In more advanced economies, they depend on rental so much. Rental for bicycles, as you know, rental for computers and all that.
Yeah.
But this concept, of course, helps with if you budgeting. You don't want to have a big capital outlay when you are starting your business. Or it's a short period of time. Maybe you're doing exploration in Turkana, for example. You don't want to spend so much, and you're exploring. You don't know the outcome. Now that space you can use rental equipment, short-term commitment, and so we keep the equipment and we rent it out to you, and we provide the support, because support is critical, because these equipments must be uptime. They must be available when you need them and when you call them. Yeah.
So this, they're, of course, like you said, most of these products you have are project based. So I don't have to buy this equipment. I can rent it for the period of time that I have this project and not bear the burden of having to keep it beyond that particular time. Yeah. And I think that's actually a good idea. In terms of kama badala ya kununua equipment moja for I don't know how much they cost. He'll probably tell us.
Yeah.
If you're looking at costs, what range are we looking at? You can start with buying, and then you can let us also know in terms of rental.
It's actually a balance. For example, if you have you own your own equipment, it has, of course, its other benefits. If you own your equipment, and maybe you have a shutdown for maintenance. For example, cement companies, they shut down for a month or two, to maintain their equipment. Or you have a breakdown and you want a quick solution, because these equipments are not readily available. It takes time to build them, to deliver them. So those gaps, you can fill in with the rental equipment. Okay. Or could be you have a short assignment, like I said, project. Or could be your capital outlay. You don't want to tie your money in capital equipment. So you go for rental. The pricing is a big range, because we are dealing from the petrol stations, more compressor, to compressors used in the mines. And these are massive projects. We are talking about projects can be millions of dollars. Okay. Projects can be as little as 100,000 Kenya shillings, or 130. So it's a wide range depending on the application. So I'll not be able to guide you on pricing. Depends on the project. But they are huge projects also we deal with, especially in mining.
One of the problems with owning is when you now require to service whatever it is you have bought. See, rental makes it easier. Now, you can buy it and have a service contract, yes. But when it's a rental, remember, the length of time you keep it is what determines how much you're going to pay, whatever it is you're going to use it for. So those who provide that benefit immensely when it serves you the way it should. Yes. Because then they're guaranteed that they will not just get business, but probably get more business. Indeed. So part of what rentals do, you see, I was thinking of the motor industry. And when what they call it leasing in the motor industry.
Leasing, indeed.
What it does, you get the equipment you need to do what you need to do with it, but at the same time, the service component? Because that is usually where the problem arises.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a cost component, of course, because we have to guarantee you uptime.
Yes.
Yeah, and so these are trade-offs you have to make. So we have to price it in a way that when there are emergencies, when it's old hours, when it's weekend, when it's holiday, we guarantee you uptime. So the pricing also matters.
Yeah.
But really looking at the entire project, month or numbers, then there are many cases for rental.
Okay.
Especially in oil and gas, there is a lot of rental, and even industry. There's a lot of rental opportunities.
Yeah.
At least makes perfect sense in oil and gas, because if I'm exploring, why would I want to buy the equipment when I may not even be certain that I'll get the oil that I want?
Indeed.
See, I'm better off renting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you dig for like a year, unaona hapa hakuna. Move to the next one, dig hapa hakuna. So after 3 years, you can return the equipment.
Yes.
Yes. So it comes in that place. At the same time, there are people want to control, companies, organizations that want to control their equipment, their assets. Is our compressor, is our generator.
Yeah.
We have total control of it, and there is also space for that. Control of the assets. So outright capital purchase. So it's really a balance.
Yeah.
It's really a balance. But we have those solutions. Outright purchase, rental, we have all the way. Yeah.
So when we're looking at compressor, vacuum, industrial or power, technique, which one do you think has, or rather is showing a great growth potential in this region?
Construction is a big area in Africa. Now I talk about dams, projects, mines, energy, we under supplied with energy is a big area.
Yeah.
Energy supply is big area. So there's a huge opportunity in the construction and mining. Our industry is not growing as fast, but it's growing also. We happen to be here in Kenya. We happen to be the most industrialized. If we look by our equipment, because we can tell the health from our equipment, we can tell the health of the industry, because we monitor, we see what equipments are running, how long are they running, we tally those hours, and we can tell the activity, industrial activity in a country. Of course, it promises a lot of we have a lot to do in the industry.
Yes.
So there is huge potential. I think it's a question of time. Africa, there is a lot we can do almost in every sector.
Yes.
Because if you go to supermarkets, you see a lot of things that we import. All those need to be, many of those we can manufacture here. And this, of course, requires our services and other, support services. So the quickest, I would say, is construction.
Yes.
And countries that do mining, like Tanzania, that is big, because mining also is their concept is they are in for some time. It's a lease, 30 years or whatever years, and they want to extract as much as possible. So there you need a lot of support, a lot of equipment, and so in that sense, then the opportunities for us and other suppliers are huge and faster, if I may say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for a company that has been specifically in Kenya, right?
Yeah.
Since the 1930s.
Indeed. Yeah.
You're almost clocking 100 years, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which and I'll call you for a celebration.
Oh yeah.
We'll call you for a celebration.
Nitakuja haraka sana.
We the other day did 150 years here in Nairobi. One global
for the global
company. 150 year celebration. Yeah.
Wow.
Go on. Sorry.
Yeah. So the question I was going to ask, how has it been, having been here for a century, in terms of even just uptake, customers getting to understand these products and actually getting to say, you know what, if I want to do this, I will come to Atlas Copco. Being here for a century, how has it been?
Yeah, that longevity has helped us a lot. Our brand name, we are well known in the region, but also it comes with these risks, because you can also be complacent. We've been here, we've done it.
You get too comfortable. Yeah,
you can get comfortable. So it's sort of a dicey situation. We're fortunate. We have a good brand visibility. We have good market shares. If you for compressors, if you go to any factory and plant in manufacturing, you are likely to find an Atlas Copco product. So in that sense, we we are lucky in that sense.
Yeah.
But again, I said it can also be you really have to evolve, to adapt, to build new solutions, to innovate, and to bring new solutions to the market. To keep developing.
It's interesting when you say it can bring in complacency. What are some of the, because you can, there's no way you'll survive for over 100 years, or rather for at the very least 100 years in a region such as this without employing some unique marketing strategies. So what are some of the strategies you can say that this one for us has worked? And of course, marketing has evolved over the years. Like right now, there's a lot of influencer marketing, there's a lot of digital marketing, and so on and so forth. What would you say that you have employed, and especially in the new era we are in right now, that is working for you?
Well, actually, we say we are product driven. We build good products. We build products that use less energy. They are more efficient. We build products that are reliable, that are robust, so that when you purchase our equipment, you are guaranteed of availability, and that is what sets us apart. And then we have a big competent aftermarket support. That is extremely important for a technical business.
Yes.
We have very qualified engineers. They've been trained locally, they've been trained globally, been to universities. They've been trained on the job, because that support is extremely important.
Right.
And remote and in remote regions. The other day I flew to Kisumu, took a drive to Karamojong. Behind there is a lot of work happening there, cement, mining. Right. And is from where the services are here is quite remote.
Yes.
So if you have to if they have to purchase your equipment, then they need reliability. They need support. You can't get there in 24 hours.
Yeah.
So really
they need it instantly.
That our strength has been the efficiency, the effectiveness, the robustness of our equipment, but also the support. Because that's why I talked about predictive maintenance, remote monitoring.
Right.
So that while you are remote there, and usually mines are in very remote areas, you can get some sort of support and you are not stranded.
So this means also that your customer support has got to be, again, top-notch. Because having to be in touch and in contact with your customer, I'm assuming for it has to be 24/7. 24/7. We get calls any time, because 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
2 a.m., 3 a.m. So we really have to up our game. We train our people, our engineers, to sort a problem once you go to a site.
Yeah.
Just
solve it, and let's not go back because of the same.
And get out of that site. So we try on that. Of course, it's not perfect, but we keep on equipping our people. We do a lot. We are big on training. We are big on growth mindset, and our people are really activated to offer that kind of support. So that, in a way, sets us apart. Yeah.
You have well-motivated, well-trained engineers. Given what you do and the diversity of things that you do, when providing solutions that perhaps doesn't fit into the mold of what you've done, do you people design solutions that would fit the need that a specific client has?
Yeah, indeed. We have what we call custom design.
Yes.
Yeah. And we often come across those situations, a specific requirement, unique, and you have to deliver a solution. So we work with our research and development engineers, to custom design, to fit your jacket, to fit you. We do that. Yeah, we have that business, and usually we do it a lot in oil and gas. They really have unique requirements. Yeah, but that is available. However, we prefer to have standard equipment. It's easier to manage. That can take care of a number of applications, if we say. But yes, indeed, we do.
But you see, the moment you talk about oil and gas and you talk about equipment, there's the issue of getting them to the site.
Yes.
Surely, now we're referring to logistics.
Yeah.
How exactly do you do this? Or is it up to the client?
No. Actually, thanks for bringing that. It's a big aspect of our business.
Yes.
It's a big aspect of our business. How do you get products to the sites? Big aspect. And of course, we work with partners, logistics and freighting companies. But we have a fully pledged logistics team. We do quite some unique things. I remember sometime we had to take some huge equipment that could not, travel on Kenyan roads because of the weight. And we broke them down, took them to Lake Victoria, put them on a boat across to Tanzania in a small, not really a port, a small port called Nungwe Bay. And we offloaded the equipment there. And we had to offload just to underscore or to underline or to emphasize the kind of things sometimes we are required to do. So the logistics must be top notch. We have countries that are really challenging logistic wise. Trade flow, Ethiopia, for example. Trade flow is not very easy in Ethiopia. So really in documentation and all that, you really have to be on top of the game. Have we failed sometimes? Yes, but largely we've been able to deliver our solutions, our equipment to the remotest of parts.
Would you then not say that where trade flow provides hiccups like the ones you mentioned, that they also provide you with an enormous opportunity for learning?
For learning,
yes,
and for indeed, I agree, absolutely, for learning, but also is an opportunity to set yourself apart.
Yes,
yeah. So if you get in and do it well.
Yes, because if you overcome the difficulties that you encounter, it therefore means that indeed you are a solution-oriented outfit.
Indeed, exactly, exactly. Yeah. So we face those kind of challenges in our business.
Yeah, because I was actually going to ask you about some of the pain points, because especially in a region like this one, they have to be quite a number. So other than that one, is there another one that perhaps you would like to highlight and perhaps even let us know how you're dealing with that challenge?
Well, there are many challenges.
I mean, I'm sure business. A business wouldn't be a business without those challenges.
Yeah, there are many challenges.
Right.
But again, if you flip them many times, there are opportunities. But I want to talk about policy.
Okay.
The policy aspect.
All right.
Of an area we don't, as in industry, we, our countries do not support a lot the development of our industry, or they could do better, our governments.
Okay.
Because, for example, we could have policies that reward energy efficiency. In many other countries, Western countries,
yes,
they have import structures that support. If you bring in an efficient compressor, computer, you get a rebate, you get some tariff that is preferential.
Okay.
So yeah.
In terms of reward that way, I actually now understand. What I thought was maybe when you say reward was an award ceremony of sorts where we say, Atlas have done this one, so Shikeni for the year 2025. But I think that should actually happen. Yeah,
that can really support growth, because look at it, we need to eat, we need to use phones, we need to all this kind of we need to drink, we support the beer in the industry. So if companies and industries, if they work in a way that is more sustainable, they bring in more solutions or equipment that are more efficient, then from a policy perspective, this can really help.
How do you then lobby
industry?
How do you lobby the government to see your point of view, and of course you and your partners in the industry?
Yeah, there are different forums, but the Association of Manufacturers is one big one. Kenya Association of Manufacturers is a sort of a focal point where these ideas are lobbied. But I would wish there's more support to the industry, because it really means a lot to our economies.
Of course.
And
I want to talk about the inaugural Atlas Copco Business Symposium, which is happening tomorrow. Maybe give us a bit of insight into that.
We have a big event tomorrow. We are bringing in a specific segment, and we looking at the building industry, or products, but we are looking at the building because we have solutions for energy storage. I didn't mention that. It's big today, renewable energy. You tap your solar, you store it
in a battery.
And you can use it. Energy storage, our generators is really good for the building industry. I just came in from the basement,
right?
And I think that time you are running on a generator.
Yes.
So we really want to bring the solutions, the innovations that we have in this area to the symposium. We need to bring about pumping. Many of our basements and buildings in Nairobi, when it rains, you are not able to access the basements.
Kwanza huku Athi River, hebu kujeni huko. Shida kubwa sana huko.
Yeah, we can solve that. We can solve that for our clients. We are looking at the downstream. Let me call it petrol stations.
Right.
We are looking at that segment because in a petrol station you need a compressor to inflate your tire. You may need the tools that you talked about, pneumatic tools.
Right.
You need a generator because when you want your fuel at the pump and the mains is not on, is not working, then you cannot wait. So we have solutions for the petrol stations. Let me call it that way. That segment. We have solutions for construction, which we want to discuss. Quite innovative solutions for construction. Tomorrow we have like solar. We call it lighting towers. Lighting towers.
The ones in the streets usually, the very tall ones.
Not those masts.
Oh, okay.
Now these is a sort of you have a tower of lights, usually used for if you want to work at night.
Okay.
You can illuminate your area and you work effectively. If it's a concert, you need lighting towers.
Or like the floodlights.
Sort of. We have those solutions. Okay. And now
I'm now getting to visualize what he's saying.
Yes. And now, this usually there is a generator behind it, and you have the lights, and there's a lot of technology about what lights you use, the brightness and all that, what area to cover. But in that area, for example, we are doing solar
lighting. So that means if I'm having a construction on an ongoing construction, I don't have to stop it at darkness. I can continue.
No, you don't, and that happens in construction, in minings. Usually they don't stop and they work 24/7. They have lighting towers. That is something we want to discuss and showcase the technologies that we have in our portfolio. So I mentioned construction. I mentioned the petrol stations. We can call it oil and gas. I mentioned manufacturing as well because we have a lot of solutions in manufacturing, right from right from piping of your air, your compressed air. A lot of technology there that saves you energy. So today, just an example. Today, people use the normal GI pipes, and there you waste a lot of energy, to pipe your air. Now we go in there as engineers. We show you, and we have ways to show you the benefit. And and bring this value to our clients. So there is a lot around industry. There is a lot we want to showcase on the pharma industry.
Right.
Something I have to ask, because this is something that has always, since you're a technological company, or you provide technical solutions and solutions, the discussion around desalination. Are you people involved in that line of work?
No, we are not directly involved in desalination, called reverse osmosis and all that. But now the equipment doing that, they'll need a
compressor somewhere.
A compressor. In most cases, they'll need a compressor to maintain some pressures, and that's why a pump. They'll need a pump. And that's how we come in. But directly in desalination, no. But we're in climate. Climate control is a big business today globally.
Thank you for bringing it up, because that was going to be my next question.
Yes. Climate control. There are countries where they need heating because of climate change. There are places where it gets very hot and you want to work in a factory. So what do you do? We're in climate control. We are heat pumping, cooling, and And also in mines, for example, they could be very dusty. Just an example.
Yes.
In that business is technology driven. You can manage the environment for people to work, for people to be held there. So when climate control.
So when you install equipment that is supposed to help, whether it's in industry, whether it's in oil and gas, you commission this equipment.
Indeed, yeah.
Now there's the aspect of decommissioning.
Yes.
How do you go about that?
For Rento is the processes are really developed there.
Yes.
Yeah, easy, straightforward. Not necessarily easy, but we have a good process to do that.
Okay.
Yes.
For capital equipment where you've installed it in your plant, we have elaborate plans. First is safety. Safety, we really have to, because these things are dangerous. These equipment safety can be a big issue. So we have how do I call it? We have a team of people, a team of experts looking at how do we decommission, how do we demobilize from a site, and there are checklist to check what do we need to do. Is it safe? Do you target? You are dealing with power, sometimes very high, high voltage. So you need to have a checklist based on safety, and we have elaborate ways, and we've done it for many years globally. We are fortunate, so we've sort of established ways to decommission successfully our equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have about 3 minutes. In terms of tomorrow, who are you expecting to come to this symposium? What are the requirements, if any?
Yeah, we're looking for people in I said, in construction, in building, buildings. We're looking for people in manufacturing. We're looking for not clients, not people. We're looking for clients in oil and gas, as we said, petrol stations.
Right.
We're looking. Anyone can, most of us will need a generator. It could be a standby generator. You have mains, standby generator. We are looking at that. We're also looking at business. People would want to partner with us. It's an opportunity to have a look at what we offer, our portfolio, and to check, to review, to assess whether we can work together. So we also looking to meet business people.
Okay. Must be. I'm sure it will be quite interesting because you're also looking for B2B kinds of collaborations, Indeed. B2C. So in terms of requirements, do I just come walk in and then
No, it's not a walk-in.
Okay.
It's not a walk-in. We have a controlled attendance. We have expected invited guests, but I think we will not refuse you to come in. We check. Will not refuse you to come in. You can come in and hear.
So what you're saying is we simply arrive and say, "Able to hear Raphael."
I get to the gate and then they say, "Soja, nitie nani."
We'll take care about that, but we don't expect walk-ins. We don't expect walk-ins.
Okay.
But we have that flexibility. But we have a targeted sort of audience for tomorrow. Yeah.
And just to get back to that issue of policy, we have a minute now. To get back to the issue of policy, you're saying that also government will be, you're looking to engage government through KAM and perhaps even other forms of conversations.
Indeed. Indeed.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Raphael, for this conversation. I think tomorrow we should actually even do a postmortem after that. Kama utakuwa na nafasi njoo tuongee hapa hivi to get to understand much more on that.
I should find some time.
Actually, it's even better because after